Keep our neck, Jeff. Radio!
first. I just started thinking about it.
Now slow off because we got speakers and shit to know from. You won't be starting yet.
Okay.
Okay, so we get the hit machine going. Start. See the whole off. Just hit machine going. Yeah, follow. I have that. Right. 1 second. Like, see if it's something else there. You won't really get them if you play, but I'll check it again. Okay, we're going, thanks. Yeah, good.
news for you. Winter has come, and we're here to welcome her. Agus Tommy done show san art a hánig mar le bhlianta. Díra cós a bhór. Rugug trí bhacín. Just up that road, 3 children were born at that site, at that holy place, that thinnest of places. And then fuair bháthar was, and then their mother died. And she clachta, Tommy done seo, chun cuinneamh orthaithe, agus chun cuinneamh an maid a bhí aici le rá dúin. We are here to remember what she had to tell us. What was she trying to tell us? Go dúchaigh solas ón dorchadas. Go dúchaigh an saoire, tréis and gíre. That light will come from the dark. That summer will come and follow winter. Fáilte go dtí gachaíne a taistil an seo. Welcome to ye all, and fair play for making the journey. And something inside ye brought ye here. Something old, maybe, or maybe something very young. Maybe you followed a child here. Whatever your reasons were for coming, you're here now, and we're going to do something. And I don't know what we'll do, but it'll have meaning. Because we want meaning now. Tommy Drake, le gachain rud gambri. We're finished with anything that doesn't have meaning. And so tonight, you're going to participate. Tá sibh chun bheith rampartach sa searmanna seo. Ye are going to participate in this ceremony, everybody. You're not here to watch. You're here to give your own heart energy to these fires and breathe some meaning and life into this glorious spectacle. So Shaha Yenamid. Clachta said that so long as the names of my sons are remembered, Cófada is a quino for anam na chamavakin. Ní tucaigh éon díomháil go dtí an tír. No catastrophe shall befall Ireland. But we've forgotten those names. We don't even know those names. But tonight we'll remember them. And tonight we'll chant them. And that's how we'll begin. Dorub, chumma, agus múach. Dorub, chumma, agus múach. Dorub, chumma, múach. Dorub, chumma, múach. Dorub, chumma, múach. Dorub, chumma, múach. Say it, Abramakiad, and repeat them, and remember. We're remembering. It's a collective remembering. And in this remembering, there is a protection for this country. Because her name means earth spear. Shine bri a anam, but ta bri ele le anam clachta. There's another meaning for Clachta's name. And it means a covering, a mantle, a protection. So Dorub chumma múach. Dorub chumma múach. Dorub chumma múach. Dorub chumma múach. Dorub chumma múach.
Dorub chumma múach. Maybe you can all say it.
Dorub
chumma múach. Dorub chumma múach.
Run on a leaders. Chumma múach. Dorub chumma múach. Dorub chumma múach. Trí va, la, da, tri, va, la, da, tri, va, la, da, mo, humma, mo, dirrup, humma, mo, dirrup, humma, mo, dirrup, humma, mo, dirrup, humma, mo, dirrup. Humma, mo, dirrup, humma, mo, la, da, tri, humma, mo, dirrup, humma, mo, dirrup, humma, mo, dirrup, va, la, da. Humma, mo, humma, mo, dirrup, 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 humma, mo. We will remember. We will remember. Honig mid Queen, if we came to remember. We are remembering. Now, Fado, every child in this country, when it was born, one of our old, ancient birthing rites, would have a circle of protection placed around it against the darkness that is in this world, the darkness of the winter. 5 circles of protection were placed around every child. This is another tradition that we're going to invoke tonight. We've got 5 pyres, fine tinners before us tonight. And we're going to light them. And as we light them, we will invoke that circle of protection around every child. Watching, here, abroad, America. And the first circle is the circle of the mother. And the second protection is that of the father. The third circle of protection is community. The fourth is the land herself. Agus an cúigú cosant, an cúigú circle, ná na sínsir. And that 5th circle is our ancestors. So each of ye, if you're a woman or you speak with the voice of a feminine, then you will sound as we light the first fire. And that sound will be ah. Ah, the sound of gra, nurturing the heart. And you'll see that circle, just like these circles that are around us. You'll see them blaze up and around yourself. Shinny Yenimid. So last meeting, Kiatina, we light the first fire. Women, ready yourselves. Just the women. The mothers. And the ones who will be mothers, and the ones who were, and the ones who aren't. All the women. We say ah together. And with this is the graw sound. And we'll do it 3 times as they light that fire. And this is our way to participate. We make the sound together. And we give meaning to this symbol. Okay. Okay, dinner. Last meet Tara. Was she last? Okay. Okay. Okay, that's Tara. Let's walk to Tara. Walk naked to Tara. Don't. Stay clothed. Imagine. Saulig. Fiach her tower on sun. Fiach earthy. Agus a vanoiv. Dinamid awe. All right? Agus saulig an kirkenshil. Agus muddy dinav awe. Okay? 4, 3. 3 times, women. And again. I feel it coming out. She's coming out of the heart, that sound. That's the love circle, the first circle of protection around the child. Coming out of Tara. Tara are like the mother. Go hála. Yine mar an bhart. Yine mar an bhart. You did it. Okay, Nafir, the men next, following us. Goody Ishnach. Okay, and for the men we'll go low. Oh, you're the grounding, you're the root, like, and you're holding that low, solid boundary, earthbound. Okay, so you're going to go, oh. So all the men now, looking at the fire of Ishnach, and seeing that second circle of protection in the darkness, that circles that are around us. Oh. And reached. You can feel it from the roots up, the power coming from the ground up, out of you. Gohalin, and all the women can feel held as well. They're outside of us, holding us. Gohalin. August. Teva mother shin an kiatina ella. Taltu. Art Nicklihi, the place of the games. And children, now 'tis your turn. to make a very child noise.
Do it once.
This is ear sound, and this is the pineal gland, and that's what ears connecting us to when we call it whinging. Beautiful. But you can make. One more. This is the circle of community. An céad ceann eile, Locrú. And this is the drum. This is the land herself. This is a circle of protection that the land gives us. We'll get the drum. And listen, let's stamp our feet for this one, and they'll drum. Drum there, run on. Give us the drum for this one. And we have them lads there. Okay, stamp your feet. Can't hear. Okay, we're losing flame. We're losing flame. Okay, we're getting ready. Okay, there's the drum, there's the circle for the land sin, circle don tinne, agus a nish an circle der noch clachta, the circle of the shinshir, the circle of the ancestors. They're around protecting us all the time. Kami queeniv shin, hoshid li. They are with us. Shotina clachta. Last. And think of them. She last. Queeniger Hushud, Queeniger the Shilshir. Think of them. Think of your ancestors. As we light this last fire, this final of the 5th circles of protection, invoking that ancient birthright, the protection of your ancestors. Cosant the shinshir. Agus muri dolistach godi an doracha this anis queenigir shin. As we enter the dark winter now, remember that. Remember those 5 blazing circles of light that are around you at all times.
the dirt. Near scam me or I near my hair. Near me a teacher's or no. Dood ban ram the dood ban lay. Tick and tack on the dirt. Neil and tell a club of one day scale. Jenna never dog on more tell the queen. Come, we'll dog free. Come, we'll dog free in the heart. Come, we'll dog free. Come, we'll dog free in the heart. Come, we'll dog free. Come, we'll dog free in the heart. We'll go free, I will go free in the heart. Teachers who are not Dood ban lang dood ban lay. Tick and tack on the dirt. Neil and Tanach have a one day scale. Shanna have a dog on our say. Come, we'll dog free. Come, we'll dog free in the heart. Come, we'll dog free. Come, we'll dog free in the heart. Come, we'll dog free. Come, we'll dog free in the heart. Come, we'll dog free. Come, we'll dog free in the heart. Gotta do it too free, gotta do street food, gotta do gotta do it, gotta do it too free, gotta do street food, gotta do hey, gotta do it, gotta do it too free, gotta do street food, gotta do gotta do it, gotta do it too free, gotta do street food, gotta do hey, gotta do it, gotta do it too free, gotta do street food, gotta do gotta do it, gotta do it too free, gotta do street food, gotta do hey, gotta do it, gotta do it too free, gotta do Thank yous and a round of applause for these hit machine drummers too.
Míle buíochas de carda. Seo piece of ceoldar ban an put the ore.
go juggling. Ach, go juggling, Chester. That's a long way put a hole for tour, bosh the ach, go juggling. Ach, go juggling, Chester. Tour, bosh the tour, bosh the tour, bosh the tour, bosh the la put a tour, bosh the tour, bosh the tour, bosh the tour, bosh the la put a show. wanna be too. Dear, I wanna dog me too.
So they say Ahabui is the home of Halloween. It's the home of Samhain. Samhain predates Halloween. So Shub Baila Hauna. And Samhain means the end of summer. Sow being Saura. Fwin is an old word for end of. There you go. You can bring that and put that in your pocket and bring it home with you. Okay, so Shub Dara and Towery August Shub Pizza Kill Brass Sourul Darbanum Shketamini Barakini Riga. You ready? Yep. How about I sound like some of the screamers? Okay, let's sound like some banshees screaming. The trick is we have to scare the ghosts. That's our job tonight. Have you any animal roars in you? After 3, 1, 2, 3. Ah, no. An animal roar, like, okay? After 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't think so, James. That's not going to scare anything. That will just make them think they're part of you. You have to scare them. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you're talking. Okay. Next time I say 1, 2, 3, you're going to do that, okay? 1, 2, 3. There we go, okay. At some part of the tune, I'll get you to do it again. All right, here we go. One, two, three.
So obviously the buzz now spreading across the globe, and as I mentioned, 125,000 spectators. It pretty much doubles the population. That we've all come to sometimes fear, but in some cases know and love as well.
Absolutely, I love it, Gay. They all get dressed up in creepy little costumes. It's great for me. I blend right in.
Exactly right. By the way, the beauty of Derry is that it is the only completely walled city in all of Ireland, and these walls go back 400 years, so that kind of history certainly helps play into this Halloween vibe. Perfect setting for Derry Halloween, which, by the way, is a week-long affair. It started earlier this week, culminating tonight with what you're about to see live right here on Live Now from Fox, folks. The big parade that brings this festival to a close, followed by what's going to be a fireworks extravaganza. But speaking of those walls, Winifred, they go back 408 years, about a mile all the way around down the city center of the city of Derry, about 26 feet in height, and really sort of the epicenter not only of everyday life here, an amazing amount of history there, but the epicenter of what happens here for Halloween every single year.
Oh, yes, absolutely, Gabe. Those wicked walls awaken for 3 nights with spooky spectacle and creepy goings-on. You see lots of ghosts and ghouls, a little bit of circus, and maybe even some fire. And it's amazing because those walls have been there for so long that they have their own creepy little character.
Yeah. And those illuminations, Winifred, which I got to see in person last year when I was here with my son Gabriel, and of course this week as well, absolutely fascinating, just beautiful state-of-the-art projections, which are absolutely amazing. But listen, Winifred, I've come down to the street level because the parade is literally just moments away. I want to get to mingle with some of the folks here, the 125,000 plus folks who've descended on the streets of Derry, right next to the river that flows through this town, the River Foyle, mind you. You guys came in, well, I thought it was Transylvania, but it's not Transylvania.
Almost Transylvania. We're from Pennsylvania.
And this is a special day for you, not just because you're lovers of Halloween, but you're lovers of each other, right?
That's right. This is our 25-year wedding anniversary. Absolutely.
25 years married, everybody, and they decided to come celebrate that right here in Derry. Derry Halloween, the biggest Halloween party in the world. You guys are from Arkansas?
Yes, correct.
And the reason you're dressed as walruses is because you're just fans of sea creatures?
I like to eat.
Have you been at Derry Halloween before?
I'm not.
What do you think so far? You came from Arkansas all the way to Northern Ireland. What's your take on this buzz so far?
Worth coming again, definitely.
They're coming again, definitely. All right, so here you go. I mean, that means they'll be here for the 40th anniversary of Derry Halloween next year. Who's my L.A. compatriot? You're an Angelina, I'm from Los Angeles as well. And you know how it is. You fly from L.A. Did you do the overnight flight out of, New York?
Yes. New York to Dublin, and then we drove here.
You're a fan of Halloween.
Yes, clearly.
The best place so far that you've celebrated the holiday?
It's a little here, but New Orleans killed it.
Let's talk, but Derry Halloween, I mean, look at this. We're talking about thousands and thousands of people. Is this your first time here?
Yes, it is.
And, have you met people from all over the world who have come? Yeah, tell me about that.
I've met people from Germany, Wales, other LAers. I've met somebody from Colorado who moved here, and so now she's technically Ireland. So, yeah, no, don't mention the Toronto one. I was literally next to the one that are playing against the Blue Jays today for World Series, and I was like, why am I next to you?
That's a tough subject. Yeah, the Blue Jays and the Dodgers. All right, guys, great to see some fellow Angelinos here. Winifred, I mean, obviously, people from all over the world coming out here to celebrate Halloween in your hometown.
I mean, of course, Gabe. You don't get anywhere that's as spooky or creepy as here. Everyone here gets all wrapped up in the magic. And the best thing tonight is all eyes will be on the skies for the fireworks. And it means that witches like me can creep around undetected.
As you say, you blend right in. So, you guys, if you're just joining us right here on Live Now from Fox, we are coming to you live from what many consider the biggest and best Halloween party in the world. That is Derry Halloween here in Derry in Northern Ireland. In just a few moments, you're going to see that parade, that big parade live on your television screens, followed by that big fireworks extravaganza. And as we've been saying, I mean, it's been bringing folks from all over the world who've really been decked out for days in their favorite Halloween costumes and have helped build that buzz around what is going to be a pretty spectacular night.
For sure, Gabe, yes. And they all love to party here in Ireland, so of course they stretch it out to be a few days of an event.
Exactly right. This is an event that has brought people all over the world to Ireland for one reason, folks. Did you know that this is where Halloween started 2,000 years ago. This is a place I got to visit, Winifred. You probably know it well. The Hill of Ward in County Meath, about an hour outside of Dublin. And this is where, through archaeological digs and the carbon dating of remains found there, they've determined the very first Samhain ceremonies, right? Is Samhain?
Samhain.
Yeah, it would be known as Samhain back then. Halloween today would have been performed, and specifically on October 31st, because that was the end of the calendar year, the night that people believed the veil between this world and the next was at its thinnest, which meant what, Winifred? Clearly a potentially dangerous night.
Yes, it meant that all the spirits would pass through from the underworld. And yes, of course, Gabe, Ireland is the home of Halloween. And where we are here, Derry Halloween is the capital.
This is true. This hill is a private farm now, but it is hallowed ground for a lot of folks who are revelers of Halloween and who embrace those early Halloween traditions. And a lot of those traditions that would date back to those early days of Samhain 2,000 plus years ago are really traditions that a lot of us embrace as our favorite things to do in Halloween today.
Oh, absolutely, yes. It all originated here, Gabe. Even trick-or-treating started here. The Irish people, they love fairies, you see. So they would have left out a little treat so that the fairies wouldn't trick them. But of course, they still did.
Yeah. You're still around. And certainly things like wearing a mask and a costume back then to ward off these spirits. They would carve turnips, put candles in them on the windowsill to scare away those potentially mischievous spirits. Those are the kinds of traditions, again, dating back 2,000 plus years to Ireland, that as the Irish have spread across the world, as you know, they brought the traditions with them. Those are the traditions that now we embrace during the Halloween season for sure. Now, this is Derry Halloween happening here in Derry in Northern Ireland. As you can imagine, Ireland as an island in its entirety embracing this holiday and its ancient connection to Halloween. And cities, some of our favorite Irish cities like Galway, like Limerick, like Kilkenny, the events like this are happening tonight as well. And in County Meath, in the town of Trim, this is me hanging out with Puca, Winifred. Puca, a mischievous shapeshifter. You know her well.
Yes, I know Puca well. You have to be careful with the shapeshifters, Gabe, because you think you're talking about them and you're talking to them.
So you've got to have your wits about you. This festival, by the way, guys, a Puca Festival. It started in 2019. I was lucky to be there on that very first festival. This is a video of me actually taking part in the parade recently, which was an honor. This is a beautiful medieval town, Trim, there in County Meath, about 45 minutes outside of Dublin. It has a history that goes back to the 4th century, and this is a festival in particular that embraces those really deep mythological roots and those stories and those ancient characters. Here's Puca, by the way. She's not shy to show, letting herself be shown off here. She's right in front of Trim Castle, which dates back to 1172. Purportedly haunted, by the way, Trim Castle, featured prominently, by the way, in the movie Braveheart. But yeah, this is there's no kidding around here. Puca can be a scary creature to bump into in the night.
Absolutely. And Puca said to visit you in the night, Gabe, and the next morning you'll feel hazy and uneasy, yes.
Oh, so it's not that extra shot of Irish whiskey that would make me feel hazy and uneasy the next morning. Could have been Puca herself, it turns out. By the way, if you're just joining us, this is a live transmission of Derry Halloween from Derry in Northern Ireland. That's some spooky stuff right there. More than 125,000 people descending on this city to celebrate what many consider to be the biggest Halloween party in all of Europe, to be sure. And this is the culmination of a week-long event. In just moments, the big parade to celebrate the culmination of Derry Halloween, followed by a fireworks extravaganza. But this has brought people certainly from all corners of Derry, but all corners of the world as well. When we see this parade, Winifred, since you've been celebrating this for so many years, this is mostly locals, but who's creating some of the fascinating installations we're about to see?
So a lot of the local artists and community groups will work for weeks and weeks to create their costumes. They'll create lovely little dance pieces, and they'll pull it all together, and then I get to look at all the delicious, delightful little children.
behave, Winifred. But yes, an amazing artistic extravaganza here that creates, one of those unbelievable, spooky Halloween-inspired events. In the distance in this shot, folks, you're seeing what happens on the other side of what's known as the River Foyle. That is the water side of the city of Derry, and that's a carnival that's been going on for a couple of days now. It's been what I've been looking outside my window from the Ebrington Hotel on that side of the city, and that is a testament to the fact that across the entirety of the city, on both sides of the river, up and down the streets, you would see all kinds of installations that celebrate Halloween and its ancient roots right here.
Yes, and Gabe, you'll see a lot of skeletons in this parade because Derry is actually known as the City of Bones.
City of Bones?
Yes, because there's a skeleton on the coat of arms.
That is right. I've seen that, actually.
Yes,
yeah.
we embrace the City of Bones, so watch out for all those spooky skeletons this evening.
And Derry, would Derry be a purportedly haunted city? Are there spots in this city that people should perhaps just be especially aware of?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the walls in particular, the amount of history that are held within those city walls. And Pump Street is famously a very haunted street in the city.
Pump.
So watch out if you're walking along Pump Street.
A lot of the ghost tours that you would probably embark on here in Derry would take you down Pump Street.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes. There's lots of dungeons underneath and lots of tunnels that lead to nowhere, yes.
It's amazing. And the reference to the walls here, Derry also known, aside from the City of Bones, known as the Walled City. The cities that are the epicenter of this town, the epicenter of a sort of social interaction every day of the year, and certainly the epicenter of Halloween activity this time of year. They go back 408 years, a source of certainly pride for those who live here in Derry. Certainly a historical place as well. And I did a walking tour around the mile that these walls actually embrace across the center of the city. But yeah, they are rich in history. This is me taking a little personalized tour of these city walls. They're actually, it's amazing when you start to look at the history that goes back in some cases just 50 years, in some cases hundreds of years. But again, this is the kind of experience that's really quite special and quite unique to Derry here in Northern Ireland, huh?
Absolutely, yes. Those walls, 408 years, almost as old as me, Gabe.
Yeah, I wasn't going to ask which her age, mind you, but suffice it to say, you know these walls well. And the view from up there, the Donegal Hills in the distance. And by the way, for those of you who are fans of Derry girls, this would have been a spot that, over the course of the 3 seasons, these walls were featured quite prominently in a spot that as folks would grow up in the city, they would certainly hang out in on a pretty regular basis.
Absolutely, Gabe. And of course, there are lots of stunning old spaces in Derry too. You can go and visit the Guildhall.
This is the Guildhall. So this was me last night at Guildhall, which has its own historic relevance here in the center of the city of Derry, rebuilt multiple times because over the years it has been a target of sorts, if you will, but now certainly unavoidable in the heart of Derry. This is me. Now, this is a group from Switzerland among the folks that have come from outside Northern Ireland to take part in tonight's parade, right?
Absolutely, yes. They're very spellbinding, aren't they? All standing underneath that moon, which I'm sure there will be a few wolves howling towards.
Now, you'll see I forgot my stilts. I'm not sure what's tougher, dancing on stilts or dancing with someone on stilts, but either way, it was this was a wonderful, intimate community event. Wonderful music, wonderful dance and color, and just one of, again, dozens and dozens and dozens of experiences that have been part and parcel to the Derry Halloween experience here this year. Again, if you're just joining us, we are about to bring you live the spectacle that is the grand finale parade of Derry Halloween 2025, followed by a firework extravaganza right over the river behind us. It speaks really to the fact that this really has become a mecca of sorts for people who want to embrace not just Halloween, but its ancient origins right here in the island of Ireland. Here's a live look at one of the streets that has been obviously embraced by close to 125,000 people who have come out here to watch the parade take place here in just a moment. Part of what makes this, I think, so special, Winifred, and I know you're a big fan of those little kids who get all dressed up, is the family vibe, the family angle. This, I mean, even today when we saw a little bit of a fresh rain pass through, those kids and their parents were in costume. They were walking the walls, they were walking the streets, they were visiting some of the dozens of installations out here. But this really becomes a family affair.
Yes, absolutely,
certainly
Gabe. Now, I'm not going to take responsibility and say that I've bewitched them all, but they all get so wrapped up in the magic. Young and old get all dressed up. It's perfect for me because I can blend right in.
Exactly. This is some of the spectacle that makes Derry Halloween so special. Again, this is an event that readers of USA Today just a few years ago called the biggest and best Halloween party in the world. So clearly, it has a reputation that has it's certainly spread globally and has inspired many people from all over the U.S. certainly and all over Europe to come on down and experience Derry Halloween in person. And Winifred, this is the 39th Derry Halloween, which means next year is going to be a big one, the 40th anniversary of Derry Halloween.
Oh, absolutely, Gabe. For 39 years, it's just got bigger and better, and I know that for next year they're planning some particularly spooky surprises, yes. You might have seen over the past 3 evenings the awakening of the walled city, where the walls come to life with lots of ghostly goings-on, and I'm sure next year there will be even more bumps in the night.
Now, speaking of bumps in the night here, I bumped into quite a set of characters here on the parade route, which is quite something to see. This is it's an event, folks, that has brought about 125,000 people to the streets of Derry. People who are anticipating the arrival of this big parade, which is sort of the grand finale, if you will, of what has been a week-long affair. This started Tuesday night. There's been musical performances, all kinds of art installations, all kinds of moments, if you will, in the nooks and crannies of the city of Derry that have really kept people on their toes as they celebrate the spookiest week of the year. I say week because while we might celebrate it as one night in the USA, this is a week-long affair in certainly the city of Derry and across the island of Ireland as well. Winifred, how does this compare to the hundreds of Halloweens you've experienced out here in Derry?
I mean, Gabe, I've been to every Halloween celebration on the planet. Yes, I went to Salem, where I received more than a warm welcome. I went to Transylvania, where my dear friend Dracula lives. He's a dear friend, but he really is a bit of a pain in the neck. But nothing compares to Derry Halloween. It really is the biggest, the best, and the most spooky.
Yeah. Winifred, let me introduce you to some of my new friends out here who have come from, County Down? Armagh, which is also in Northern Ireland, beautiful historic city there. I'm sure that there's an Armagh celebration of Halloween, but Derry's a pretty cool place to be.
Yeah, it's the top place in Europe. Biggest Halloween celebration. It's class.
It's class. I'm assuming that all of you planned this, or did you just coincidentally bump into people who decided to dress this way?
We're all friends and family, and we come here every single year. Every year it gets bigger and better.
Bigger and better every year. So it's a pilgrimage for you. Obviously, you're fans of Halloween, but what makes this particularly special? Is it the crowds? Is it the series of events that take place across the week?
Absolutely, it's a fun-packed week for all the family, and it's the city of culture. So we're here to celebrate that.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you can see, it brings people from all over the counties of Northern Ireland, from the Republic of Ireland, from all over the world as well. I hope you have one of these in my size. I'm going to join you guys here in just a little bit. But Winifred, as you can see, a spectacle that has obviously brought folks out here in full force as we anticipate, just moments away now, the beginning, and I see it in the distance, so it's just around the corner, folks, of the grand finale parade of Derry Halloween 2025, followed by a fireworks extravaganza that you've got to see to believe, and that's hitting your screens here in just a little bit. Winifred, I saw you arrive on a broom that looked brand new to me. Will you showcase your broom for us where's Winifred's room? Show
I
us
mean,
your
of
broom
course, Kate,
because
this is the broom
Yeah,
right
let's
here.
talk
Yes,
about
it's
that.
brand new. I had it custom built. Do you like it?
it still has a new broom smell.
Fantastic. And I may use the broom to disappear later. You'll have to see.
Her exit, folks, on this broom is going to be spectacular. You want to stay tuned for that. If you're just joining us, this is Derry Halloween 2025. This is an event that started earlier this week, a week-long affair, has brought folks from all over the world, and culminates tonight with this big parade that is making its way down downtown Derry, and followed by quite the fireworks extravaganza. We're coming to you live here on Live Now from Fox, as transmitting this to millions of you across the USA. Let's show you some video of some haunted places that I've had the chance to visit, because as Winifred mentioned, you know, there are some haunted nooks and crannies. Pump Street in particular, if you're out here, we'll take a tour of Pump Street. But let's talk about Trim Castle, which, by the way, dates back to 1172. This is where I got to hang out earlier this week, down in County Meath, about 45 minutes straight east of Dublin, very close to that Hill of Ward we were talking about just a little while ago, where those very initial Samhain Halloween ceremonies would have taken place 2,000 plus years ago. This is a castle you would have seen featured prominently in the movie Braveheart, which, believe it or not, has been 30 years since that Mel Gibson film hit theaters. Rumor has it, by the way, that Mel Gibson was here just a couple of weeks ago in that area, watched Braveheart all over again just to sort of relive some of those moments. This is a castle that is just a beautiful place to tour. It is reportedly haunted. Stories of a gray lady seen sometimes depositing coins in the corners of the castle before she disappears into the very thick walls of this Anglo-Norman structure that dates back to 1172. Trim itself, by the way, with a tradition that goes back to the 5th century, when St. Patrick actually founded a church that still is there today in the town of Trim. Kilkenny Castle, for those of you who have been to Kilkenny, hard to miss Kilkenny Castle along the river there, the Nore River, also purportedly haunted. It dates back, if memory serves, to 1192. Also stories of a lady dressed in white that can be seen sometimes crossing those halls. And there's also Huntington Castle. This is a much more intimate little spot in the heart of Ireland. I got to spend the night here in a room below the attic, where purportedly, and the owners of this castle, it's been in the same family since the 17th century, are convinced the attic houses the ghosts of soldiers who once protected that structure. Suffice it to say, I did not sleep all that well that night. The parade is just around the corner. I did make some new friends here, dressed as, well, one of my favorite berries. Tell us where you're from.
I'm from Tyrone, so I am, just down the road.
Oh, is that right? And I'm sure that's a town that would have its Halloween happenings. But what brings you to Derry on this particular week?
Oh, well, it's the best parade in Europe, so it is, and we always come every year. We came up from Dublin, so we did actually. We're living down that road. And it's far better than any parade that is down the south anyway, in my opinion now.
Yeah. All right, 2 berries in a pod here. Who came up with the idea for the strawberry?
I did.
You did quite well.
Thank you. It's just one of those things where it was simple, easy, and people keep taking our photos. So.
Now, is it me, or are you not really? You're not Irish.
No, I'm not Irish. I'm originally born and raised in Chicago. Hello.
Hey, okay, so you're watching in Chicago, and then you're living here now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got married in 2020, and we've been living here ever since.
You know, you find a lot of folks who actually come out here. Maybe they came to discover their roots. You know, 40 million Americans claim some degree of Irish heritage. They come out here, they fall in love with the place, they fall in love with the fellow strawberry, and it keeps them here. And then it keeps them coming back to Derry Halloween year after year. This is the epicenter of what's going to be Derry Halloween's grand finale parade. As it makes its way down, you're going to see it live right here on Live Now from Fox, followed by a fireworks extravaganza. I got to do this last year when I was here with my 19-year-old son, Gabriel. It remains one of those great memories we still talk about today. So to get back to it this particular year, to experience it all over again, has been a real special treat. And as we've been talking about, this is a week-long affair that, of course, culminates tonight on Halloween night with quite the spectacle. Winifred, let's talk about those walls again, because the awakening of the walls and those illuminations that I got to see last year, that we saw earlier this week, are breathtaking.
Absolutely, Gabe. Yes, it's 3 nights of spooky spectacle and witchy wonder, all within the city's ancient walls. Think fire, think ghosts, ghouls, and creepy goings-on. Any nightmare you could possibly imagine. But of course, Derry Halloween embraces the old and the new, because a lot of our old traditions originated here in Ireland, did you know?
It is amazing to tell that story, that 2,000 plus years ago, that celebration known as Samhain, known as Halloween today, but those sort of pagan sacrificial ceremonies would have taken place in Ireland on that hill of Ward, located about an hour outside of Dublin. It's a private farm now, but certainly 2,000 plus years ago, it was a site of fire rituals, sacrificial ceremonies.
I love that stuff.
Yes, right on October 31st, because back then that would have been the end of the calendar year and the day that many believe would have been when the veil between this world and the next was at its thinnest, meaning that the propensity that a spooky creature, a mischievous spirit, would cross over and frighten you was at its best. And so those traditions, like they would put masks on to scare those spirits away. They would carve turnips. Of course, it's pumpkins today because we figured out that turnips are tough.
They're tough.
Not
They're
to
tougher
crack.
than pumpkins, yes, but they're good for potions, Gabe.
Yeah, indeed. So we're going to do this now. We're going to turn this over to the parade itself and let you experience this in real time as we come to you live on Live Now from Fox from Derry in Northern Ireland, the 39th annual Derry Halloween Parade. We will then show you the fireworks extravaganza that officially brings the spooky week to an end at an event that many consider to be the biggest and best Halloween festival, Halloween party in Europe. And that, Winifred, is how you do a Halloween parade. Short and sweet in some ways, a sort of the ultimate community event around Halloween, but spectacular. Mostly Derry performers, and some of the last folks you saw there on the stilts, I know they came in from Switzerland, so you've got an international contingency of artists. But here's Winifred the Witch, my co-host today. I'm Gabe, the travel guy, Saglier, senior editor at Travel Zoo. Great to be back here to experience Derry Halloween and the parade that officially, in part, brings this week-long affair to an end. Just moments away, folks, the fireworks extravaganza. People, as we speak, are starting to jockey for position along the River Foyle. But what do you think? You've experienced this for hundreds and hundreds of years. Today's event for you, this parade, quite something.
I think it was simply magical, Gabe. Yes, all the delicious... delightful little children. Wasn't it just magical? But of course it makes me very sad. Because Derry Halloween is coming to a close.
Yeah, well, not yet. We still got those fireworks that are going to be shooting up into the sky from a couple of barges that are strategically positioned in the river behind us. So that's still just moments away. But you know what that means, though? If this is over, that means that next year's event is right around the corner, the 40th annual Derry Halloween event, which of course is a week-long affair. Folks started coming in over the past weekend. Events starting Tuesday, into Wednesday, Thursday, and of course culminating on this Friday night. But this is an annual event that is considered to be the biggest Halloween party in Europe.
Yes.
And as I mentioned earlier, just a couple of years ago, USA Today readers voted it the best Halloween event in the world.
And is it any wonder, Gabe? I mean, there's spooky spectacle and witchy wonder every corner you turn around.
And that's exactly what it's been like in the last couple of days as I've made my way across the city of Derry, known as the Walled City. And the walls, of course, were a big part of the inception of this event, this week-long extravaganza, because with these spectacular, state-of-the-art, world-class illuminations against those historic 408-year-old walls in the heart of Derry, and, of course, across these historic buildings was absolutely spectacular. If you're just joining us, we're coming to you live from Derry Halloween, the big fireworks extravaganza just seconds away. We're going to break to that live as soon as it starts happening over the river that's running behind us. Of course, a lot of you might be wondering, why go to Ireland to celebrate Halloween in the first place?
Yes.
Of course, Winifred the Witch knows full well, because this is home for her. But this, of course, is where Halloween would have officially begun, it turns out. And this is what historians and archaeologists have discovered over the last several years, that 2,000 plus years ago, on a little place called the Hill of Ward, which is in County Meath, about an hour east of Dublin, right there it is. And I've been there. This is considered hallowed ground for many folks who are, embrace Halloween in a big way. Those early Samhain ceremonies, known as Halloween today, would have taken place. And October 31st, Winifred, as you remember well, I'm sure, a very important day of the year. That was the end of the calendar year. Harvest had just ended. Winter was coming. People were hunkering down to prepare for the cold and dark months ahead. And that day, October 31, would have been the day when that portal between this world and the next was at its most vulnerable.
Yes, it would be very thin, Gabe, and the poor people would think that the spirits and the ghosts were going to pass through the veil and grab them and pull them into the other world. So they would wear masks and they would burn bonfires to try and warn away the evil spirits. But of course it didn't work.
They're still around. And that idea of wearing a mask to ward off a spirit, throw on garb to scare them away. Certainly, as the Irish have made their way across the world, those are traditions they brought with them. Those are traditions that then have become a major part of the way we celebrate Halloween. They would also carve turnips. Have you ever tried to carve a turnip? I mean, for you, it's just a magic spell.
I mean, they're delicious.
Indeed. But tough to do. Obviously, we use pumpkins now. A little bit easier to do that. But those early days, turnips carved with scary, spooky faces on them, a candle inside, placed on a windowsill as a way to, again, ward off these spirits that on that October 31st would have had the propensity of crossing over and spooking you and scaring you away. Again, a tradition that now is a major part of the way we celebrate Halloween.
Oh, and even trick-or-treating started here, Gabe, because the people here, they're very frightened of the fairies, you see. They're very mischievous. So they would have left a little treat out on the 31st so that they wouldn't trick them.
That's right. And those treats, obviously, you know that Americans spend, this year have spent $13 billion on Halloween out there in the United States of America. A third of that on candy, on those little treats you talk about.
I love that. I like the children getting fattened up.
And did you know that a third of the $13 billion spent on Halloween by Americans this year is on costumes? And you know what the most popular adult costume is?
A witch.
It is a witch. The kind of influence you've had on Halloween for these many years to this day is quite amazing. If you're just tuning in, we are just seconds away from the fireworks extravaganza that will officially bring to a close the 39th annual Derry Halloween celebration. Here in Derry, in Northern Ireland, this is an event that had brought out about 125,000 people from all over Ireland, all over Europe, and all over the world. Now, you know better than I do, about 85,000 people live in Derry. You bring another 125,000. There's been a buzz on the streets for days, folks, that has been palpable, as you can imagine.
Absolutely, yes. And they all look absolutely delicious. I mean, delightful.
This is obviously a community affair at its core. With much of what we saw there in that parade, these are local, children, and certainly these world-class artists who put on quite a show, but also and an international affair as well. Now, part of what's fun to see on a parade like this is the fact that people do not hesitate to dress up in a big way. I'm assuming, sir, this is an outfit, a dress, a costume for Halloween, or is it not?
Well, it's not generally how I dress, but I just something threw together earlier in the week, so yeah.
You are, I'm assuming, a Viking.
I think that's what I am, but I think that's the plan this year.
And are you a scary Viking, sir?
Scary Viking? What else would you be?
Tell me about the spectacle you saw out there today. I mean, you were among so many people who really took this seriously, put on some spectacular costumes. Have you done Derry Halloween before?
I do it every year. I live in Dublin, actually, and there's... I think there's about 12 of us have gathered here for 4 or 5 days. Friends have come from Boston and Massachusetts. Friends have come from Stockholm and Sweden, from Glasgow, from London. And we're going to be here for 4 or 5 days each. So it's a fantastic celebration and a lot of fun.
Yeah. The fact of the matter is that 70 million people around the world claim some degree of Irish heritage. In the U.S., where I'm from, 39 to 40 million of them right there. So there's an emotional connection to Ireland before many of these folks even get here. I mean, they've not even traveled to this island, and there is that emotional connection to this island. So that's where you've got friends from all over the world who come to join you.
Look, Derry has so much to offer. I think it was a monastic settlement back in the 6th century or something. There's just layer after layer of history, right through the American Navy being here during the Second World War. Really strong connections between Ireland and the US. And right up to this present day, so it's fantastic,
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, with Sven here, who's joined us here.
Is that your Viking name?
My Viking name's actually Flocky.
Flocky,
really?
Okay.
Fantastic. And your beard is doing you a disservice there. It's
Yes,
right
well,
in
I
your
actually
mouth.
have one as well, so I should have just gone au naturel, actually. So it would have been a lot easier.
Yeah. It's my kind of guy, with a handsome goatee. I like that idea. You come in from Dublin.
Yeah.
I was in Dublin, obviously, a couple of days ago, and I did get to spend some time just outside of Dublin in an area called County Meath, which is home to another big festival, the Puca Festival, which is a little bit smaller than this one. It's newer. It started in 2019. I've been covering Puca since the beginning. That's me taking part in that parade, which is so cool. Again, a testament to the fact that across this island, in cities across Ireland, Halloween obviously has a special foundation, a special sort of nascent reality, but it is embraced in a very big way as well. All right, our Viking has left to plunder somewhere, but yeah. If you're just joining us, we're coming to you from Derry in Northern Ireland. We're just moments away from the big fireworks extravaganza that is going to officially bring this annual affair to an end. This is an annual week-long event that has brought 125,000 people from around the world, and is got many of them in anticipation lining the river to see the fireworks take off. Now, if you've never been up here, Derry to me is a perfect home base to explore this region, Northern Ireland, which is to me. Well, you've flown over them so many times. You know better than I do. These landscapes, gorgeous.
Absolutely, Gabe. There's so much to see, and of course, my favourite is the Giant's Causeway.
Of course.
Finn McCool, the legendary giant, obviously created the Giant's Causeway.
By the way, if you're a Led Zeppelin fan, Houses of the Holy, the album cover, shot right here. That's why that might look familiar to you. But Giant's Causeway, we're talking about 40,000 hexagonal columns that are interlocked, that 60 million years ago, when lava shot up from the bottom of the sea, created these amazing structures. It is absolutely stunning to be on top of these structures there, the Giant's Causeway. There's a wonderful visitor center there. This, by the way, just about an hour and a half of where we are right now here in Derry. I got to do that. That's video that my son Gabriel shot as I'm getting to know Giant's Causeway. Absolutely stunning. Again, Derry, a perfect home base to visit that. 1.5 hours in the other direction is Belfast, of course, which of course has a rich history of its own. Home to where the Titanic was built. What did you tell me about the Titanic being built in Belfast?
Oh, they always say she was fine when she left here.
Right, so she was great when she left after she was built in Belfast. This experience, the Titanic Belfast experience, absolutely stunning. Probably one of the best immersive, interactive exhibits I've ever attended. I was there when it opened up about 12 years ago. I was back there recently. Just stunning. It brings the story of the Titanic to life. It pays homage to all those people who were there. So many of them who did not survive. 1,512 people lost as that ship went down there. And it's a remarkable and it's sort of stunning homage to this historic ship and the experience that the Titanic obviously is all about. Some of these artifacts that have been recovered from the Titanic are there. It's emotive, and it's an interactive and sensory in every possible way. Titanic Belfast, I highly recommend it if you're up here in Northern Ireland. Again, that's in Belfast, about an hour and a half to the east of where we are right now here in beautiful Derry. But that's the thing, you can use these cities like Derry, like Belfast. You use a holiday like Halloween is an excuse to come out here, and you spend a couple of days after the holiday's over to, well, you would fly across, obviously, from one nook and cranny to the other.
It's faster.
The rest of us would drive. I think this is one of the great road tripping destinations in the world, Ireland, and some of the landscapes in Northern Ireland as you go from city to city are absolutely fantastic.
Yes, I mean, it's an island, so you can't get lost. You
Yeah.
just keep driving around and around until you find the next place.
And if you do keep driving around and around, you might actually get to what is the oldest distillery in the world. Yeah, Bushmills. I got to visit this as well. It goes, I think, back to 1608, if memory serves. Again, the oldest distillery on the planet. Bushmills, obviously, a brand that we get to know quite readily because it's so readily available across the world and across the U.S. But suffice it to say, as we catch me sniffing a bit of Bushmills, the fireworks are up, folks. The fireworks are up. So let's take them live here now. The fireworks that are part of Derry Halloween 2025. Check this out. Well, there it is, the grand finale in true spectacular fashion. The grand finale fireworks show of Derry Halloween 2025. I heard a lot of oohs and ahs.
Oh, there were lots
Pretty
of
amazing.
oohs and ahs. Yes, it was very magical.
Well, this has been fantastic, folks. You know, Derry is a place with a poignant history and now has become an epicenter for a beautiful, fantastic, exhilarating Halloween celebration. It brings this official festival to an end, and it'll bring our live broadcast to you out there across live now from Fox to an end as well. But that means that next year, for the 40th anniversary of this event, Derry Halloween, maybe you come join us here live and in person and experience this for yourself. What do you say?
Absolutely, yes. I'll be here waiting for you.
All right. Listen, for more information and inspiration to get you out here, check out Ireland.com. I'm going to give this to you, Winifred. I know that it's your favorite night of the year, so off you go.
Get off.
There you go.
All right.
Cheers
Happy
to
Halloween.
you. All right. Oh, there she goes. Winifred the Witch, everybody. I'm Gabe Saglier. Thanks for watching us on Live Now from Fox. From Derry in Northern Ireland, happy Halloween and good night.
Hi, I got you. Can you hear me okay? That was so good. Wait.
This is a package.
Yes.
Donut.
If there's other stations that ask for that candy question, we should do that again. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. And then remind me of your anchor's name. Yay! She's going to ask us the candy question. Okay, because we have a perfect prop for that. Yeah, thank you for the heads up. So this one will be another candy prop. So I think we could do the same thing, but then you hand me the candy. roommate, could we show her, do you think? Sure. That's candy. So I'll come out.
fantastic. We got kudos from the producers. We had to fill a bit more time than we anticipated. That was something.
Filling for 20 minutes. Where's the parade? Where's the camera? Where's Dave?
I'm like, hello? Oh boy. But anyway.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's the kind of thing that keeps it exciting.
We're hitting 40.
Yeah. Yeah. It worked. Yeah. I mean, we're on the good side of that one. But no, it was great, man. That's the thing.
I can see why
the parade and the fireworks show was really good, I thought, on camera. I mean, it just played really well.
I think we got the last third or quarter of the parade.
What's that? Huh?
We got the last third or quarter of the parade.
That's it? Oh.
Forever.
Yeah, no, you know what?
But we got what's the race? You gone over there. Yeah. But what's the race we got? Once you're in there, also you predict. Yeah. Once you're in there, what they're going to do? You know, it's just you. You can't do anything else. So there's no one up to. I think we did. No, I think you did because then it was the start, and you're like, yeah.